And it is okay. So now it's saying it's live.
Okay, well, I'm not seeing a notification, so let me go to your profile.
If you go to my profile, because what I'm seeing you and me right now.
Okay, now it came in as Brett Leary is live right now. ZoomISO Test.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, let me start it now. Okay, so what I see now is you. I don't hear. Oh, that's because I muted everything here.
Right.
All right. So what I see, I mean, it's a little dicey. Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, you're looking away, and I'm looking.
Oh yeah, it's giving me the. Oh, it's giving me that link.
Right. But so
Got some serious lag time though.
There's some latency.
Which would be a lot. Hold on a minute. Let me try something real quick.
If anybody is out there, by the way, can you let us know
Ben
if you
is
can hear
out there.
us? Too much away.
Oh, it has like a lot of latency. Hold on. What time is it now? It's 3:20. Okay, I'm gonna go.
See, I saw that right away.
Right, but I'm watching now and I'm seeing nothing yet. I'll tell you when I see it.
Are you guys able to hear us okay, by the way? Just checking. We're testing.
I just saw that hand clapping.
So you're watching. Okay, that's right, because you're watching it on.
Yeah, but that means it's like almost not quite. It's probably about 45 seconds of latency.
So that's the issue, because you're going to be talking to me like it's Zoom. Alan says it sounds good. All right, cool. So you're going to be talking to me via Zoom, so you wouldn't be looking at it, right? You'd be looking. Go to your Zoom screen.
Oh, see, that's now wait 45 seconds basically before I come back.
So you're looking at
Zoom. I'm talking. This is us on a normal Zoom meeting,
right? Now I'm gonna. So it's just you and me, right? And that kind of right. So I can do stuff. Let's see. So right now, if you go and look at your stream, look at LinkedIn, you'll notice at some point that the screen changed and you have gone to a lower quartile, and I'm in an upper quartile, right?
It hasn't even had me turn to there yet. Not even turned.
Really?
Yeah, not yet. That far behind. I'm still looking, unless I'm frozen. No, I'm talking. Then I just look, and I just pointed over there.
Wow, but the screen hasn't. You don't see like how the screen went.
I don't see. I haven't even seen my head-on face yet. I'm still looking. I have the side view.
Wow.
Well, I always will have that. No, I won't actually.
No, because you should see yourself looking straight at the camera when you're looking at Zoom.
I don't have that. Right now, I'm still looking at the side and talking.
Wave your hand.
Wait, it's you know what it's doing? What? It's repeating. It just gave me another hand clap.
All right, go to Facebook. Go to my Facebook profile. Maybe there's still something with StreamYard that's still going on. But if you go to your Facebook.
Oh, now here it is. Hold on, let me go out of link for a minute. All right, Facebook. Yeah, see, Facebook, that already happened.
All right. So good.
Well, but it's still, that's weird. Because, wait, this may be live. You see how long that takes for that to happen. Yeah, with the latency here is much less.
Okay, cool.
It's about 4 seconds.
So, all right. So if I do this.
So technically, whatever you just did should happen in about 4 or 5 seconds, and I'll see it. Not yet, quite.
Oh, hey, I'm on it.
Just happened.
Okay, all right. So, and then I can do this. Alan, LinkedIn is okay, but it looks like it's the latency with LinkedIn is about 45 seconds versus the latency with
And
Facebook.
this is 5 seconds on Facebook.
Yeah. Which, all right, this is good to know. And you guys are hearing the sound quality all right?
You see, I'm going to go back to LinkedIn.
Because I'm not using any of my good mics or anything.
Well, I'm not hearing any sound, of course, because I have it muted. But...
Right.
Okay, so right now, it's just saying about, you're saying the LinkedIn latency about 45 seconds versus the latency with Facebook. That's what you just said.
That's you're looking at it on LinkedIn.
Again. And then this is on LinkedIn. And then it just shifted again.
Okay.
And it shifted again.
Yeah, I'm playing around. See, this is now that you're coming in as a feed into the ATEM, I can do all sorts of stuff. All right. Well, all right, Alan.
Alan, the reason my sound isn't, I'm not in front of a mic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're doing some testing.
Right.
So
my mic is 3 feet away.
Yeah. So just to let you know what we're doing. With StreamYard is really nice because it's very easy to use, but part of what you give up with for the ease of use is being able to really control how the actual broadcast looks. So we've been trying to figure out how can we have bring in the video feeds from people from Zoom, basically. So everybody uses Zoom. What if you could take the video feeds coming into Zoom and feed them into your hardware device like the ATEM? So that's what we're testing out. There's a piece of software. Sven is saying no sound at LinkedIn. Now that's really interesting. LinkedIn has some serious issues here. So anyway, so what we're doing is we're doing a Zoom call and then taking the Zoom video feed from each person. So right now it's just Paul, taking Paul's video feed from Zoom, stripping that out and pushing it into my ATEM mini device, which then just treats it like another video input, like my camera input.
30 minutes.
And then being able to now that video feed has been separated and pushed into the ATEM, now I can do stuff that I could never do in StreamYard. Like I could make all these different little thingies here, change the way it looks. Change if I had all the, let's see, I can even add my I'll add my in box 3, I'll add my multi-view. So now you can see what I'm seeing, like my little director's menu of cameras that I can push up. I should even be able to do something with the CRM Players logo if I have the upstream key. I don't think I have it set up right though.
Yeah, I mean, what we should do, I think, as far as ZoomISO goes, maybe just for, let's bear it as your menu the multi-view menu just came up.
Yeah.
Now I don't hear you. Now I hear you. Okay. So what I was thinking was once we kind of get this down, once you get we deal with the latency and stuff, maybe we test it on CRM Players, but not on the other shows yet.
No, this has got a ways to go because just to get it to this point, it's been
yeah, but we have a show. We want, one of our future shows, we want to actually use this.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I don't feel comfortable right now about it.
Oh, I can see.
But the opportunities is now that I can see that, like if Alan, if you're around, Alan, are you around? Could you, if you could potentially join? Well, that really wouldn't work.
He's watching the Jets game.
No, but I would have to have another SDI video feed.
Oh, right. Maybe you should get the ISO Extreme SDI.
Well, it's not that. It's just that I don't have everything set up to pull out another video source and feed it in. I have it. I literally do have it. I just don't have it set up.
Oh, you mean the SDI to HDMI?
Yeah, I have 3 of those things.
Oh, yeah.
But I just don't have them set up. I just wanted to see if we can get it going.
It seems to be a little shorter now.
What, the latency? No, I'm out
Yeah,
of
because I'm
focus.
seeing maybe you should get the ISO Extreme SDI one. I just saw that, which is probably 25 seconds, 20 seconds less than it was. It needs to be a little bit less, still more than it needs to be. But you know, the other thing is you might be able to make adjustments inside the ATEM itself for the latency. Because you can on the audio. On audio, you can adjust for latency.
Yeah, I haven't explored the audio as much. I just wanted to see if I could get to this point. And because I hadn't done this since that first initial test. And
Well, now it becomes something we can really use.
yeah, well, because we got the ZoomISO Lite
For a year, and you got to play with it. And then if it's really good, then we get the regular. But we got to get yeah. I can see the potential. And you said what's the name of that group again? The Global Business Network.
Oh, the
Marketing,
office hours. Those guys are killing it.
Global Office Hours.
I think they just call it office hour. I can't remember.
Those guys, they use it really well.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah, so if we can get somewhere even close to that, that'd be amazing. I think this would be terrific. I mean, one of the things I'm going to, my direction is very different at the moment. I want to take the script and see what I can do with video editing in the script based on what I saw.
Yeah.
Because that thing could be astoundingly helpful.
Yeah, that was really good.
It'll help. Well, you know what will help us the most with this when we do the shorts.
Here's the issue with this. You'd have to get comfortable with just looking at the Zoom.
Oh, that I know I could do that. I mean, that's just going back. The only reason I'm doing this is so I can see what it looks like externally. I mean, ultimately, I'm here.
Yeah, but now the challenge is another, and I don't know how this works. Like if I wanted to put visuals up, like
lower thirds,
lower thirds, or even video clips, I wouldn't be using StreamYard to do that.
No.
So you wouldn't really
third-party thing overlay. I wonder, does ZoomISO run through OBS or something like that?
I'm sure. Well, I'm sure it could. I mean, because
you can certainly do it that way.
We're only using StreamYard for distribution. We're not using. I'm not doing anything switching. I'm not doing anything with their interface. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay. No, I was getting ready to say. At least I can still. Can you see? You probably can't even see the comments. You'd have to go over to the others.
Well, when I'm over here, I was seeing. I'm not anymore, but I was. I was seeing Alan and Sven and Amari or Amani, whatever his name was.
Amani, yeah. No,
Amani? I actually sent a link to it to link up with him on LinkedIn.
Yeah, no, but you can't see it when you're looking at Zoom. You can't see it.
No, when I'm looking at Zoom, I can't see anything, but it's a Zoom meeting screen. That's it.
I wonder what those guys are seeing, because they're on a Zoom call, but the Zoom call is broken in. They're feeding all the video inputs from the Zoom call into. I'm guessing they might have the big ATEM because they have so many video inputs. But what are they each looking at?
I don't know. You know what? Send them a message and ask them.
Because to me, that's the only thing. Like, it's great to be able to pull your video feed out from Zoom, but if you can't see anything that I'm doing, that's like tough,
Yeah.
Because
there's got to be a way for them to see comments and things like that. I can't imagine there isn't.
Well, you would have,
15 seconds now. Latency.
Is 15 seconds on your end, on the Facebook or
on my end, watching LinkedIn from.
Okay.
It's about probably even a little less.
You know what? Why don't you check it out on YouTube?
All right.
Yeah. Do you need a link?
I don't know. Let me find out.
Yeah, you would just go to my YouTube channel. I think it's just under my name. I'm guessing the latency is probably the best at that. Thanks, Alan. I'm guessing the latency is probably the best over at YouTube.
Okay, hold on.
And that might be the
Oh,
solution.
here it is. Right in front live.
Yeah. Is it
And
how?
so
What's the latency like?
hold on, let me try something. Well, there it is. So that was the latency.
So that was about 3 or 4 seconds.
Oh, let's hear. Let's count it out loud. And once I clap, start counting.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There you go.
So actually, I started out at 1. So it should be 0. And then 1,
Okay,
2.
try one more time.
All right. Thanks, Amani.
I'll do one clap. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That was it. So about 3-4 seconds.
3 or 4. That ain't bad.
Now, it's a little, probably a little, call it 4 or 5 seconds to be safe.
Yeah. That ain't bad.
No, that's okay. And that's adjustable.
Well, is the latency adjustable?
Oh, wait a minute. Why'd that happen again?
Huh?
That was bizarre. It happened twice. So
It happened twice on YouTube?
wait a minute. Yeah, something's weird. Now it's starting to show me caption.
Oh, it's doing a transcription?
Yeah, it's doing caption. Yeah.
Oh.
That's weird.
Wow.
I'm not sure now. Now I'm confused. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna literally hold up a peace sign. Oh, here I go. Roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Wow.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, because what happened was the 4 seconds was I did it twice and it picked up the first one when we were counting the second one.
Oh, wow.
Right. So it was really the second one came later. So 17. Well, I'm sure like if you typed in, ZoomISO latency, you'd find out there'd be all kinds of discussion about it somewhere.
Yeah, but that might be just YouTube.
Well, I'm saying, but we're getting latency on LinkedIn, latency on YouTube, and a little bit of latency on Facebook. So we're getting latency everywhere. So there has to be, ZoomISO has to account for it somehow.
Well, I don't know if it's it's there's no like between us on the Zoom call, there's no latency, but when it gets streamed,
it's fine on the Zoom call.
Yeah, what I'm guessing is if you're saying that YouTube is doing captions, it's probably holding it up there to get the captions in place.
I think LinkedIn's not doing captions. Let me go back to it.
And Facebook, was Facebook doing captions?
That's a good question. I don't remember. I want to say yes.
It seemed like that was the quickest.
Let me go double check again on Facebook. Well, okay, wait. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. Facebook just went, I saw a caption, okay, wait, which is what I said about 3 seconds ago. And now it says, wow, Facebook just went, I saw a caption, okay, wait, which is what I said about 3 seconds ago. Coming fast here.
So Facebook has the least latency? That's
by far.
That's pretty interesting.
By far. So now it just says you saying, so Facebook has the least latency right now. Right? So it really went that fast. Facebook is by far the least latency.
Wow.
With captions.
With captions.
Yeah, well, it's not doing a great job on captions. It said the least license.
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah. See what to make of it. It's a good start though. You see, it does work. It's just a matter of getting it synchronized, really.
Well, I don't know. I think you're going to probably have a certain level of latency if you look at the broadcast versus looking at the Zoom, directly with Zoom, which is the real time interaction. I'm guessing there's always going to be a certain level of latency between what we say on the Zoom and what gets streamed out.
Yeah. See what
But a couple of seconds really isn't that bad.
No, the Facebook one is fine, really. Not a problem at all, really. The interesting question will be, oh, that's interesting. You can use NDI also.
Yeah.
I wonder if oh, that's right. They have that whole thing with Siphon.
That's what I'm using, Siphon, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They call it a low latency, low overhead frame sharing system.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming into the ATEM in real time.
And using SDI with a Blackmagic deck link. I'm just looking for anything it says in the, that's just a quick start guide, I guess. That's not good enough. I was just looking for something that would be, to talk about overlays and things like that. Yeah, well, that's interesting. Somebody here is talking about using OBS and Zoom to achieve this sort of live stream. See what they're talking about.
I wonder, I want to find out what those office hours are they using.
I don't know. Why don't you send them a note?
But I have to think. I think they may be going straight to YouTube though.
If they are, that would be interesting to find out how they're doing that.
Yeah,
they got control over everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy. That's interesting. These guys. So this guy is talking about getting overlays and things like that and adjustments. And some guy writes, you can use this doing either StreamYard or Restream, both excellent if they meet your need. Not as configurable as OBS, but dead simple to use. I would recommend ZoomISO if you must use OBS/Zoom for your need.
Wow.
So this guy is basically, if you're going to do this, you're going to need, he's saying OBS.
But the OBS is an interface. It doesn't stream, right? It doesn't do that streaming.
It basically takes everything, and you can't directly stream from OBS. OBS will take it'll take a Zoom, and it'll stream, and OBS will put in all the overlays, bring everything in, allow you to control it.
You know what? The other thing, I think we tried this when our first go around with this. You could stream right from the ATEM to Restream, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I think we kind of do that. Oh no, I have it set up to do that. That's what it is. Yeah, there's a custom RTMP stream key, URL stream key thing in the ATEM menu. And basically you hit live and it goes. And it'll literally just broadcast to Restream, straight to it. Again, custom RTMP does a lot of things.
We should probably test out to see what the latency is with that.
That's not a bad idea. I have it. Let me see. Well, it's in the other room. It's not on this one. But it's an unmissable place. I just can't remember which is the menu command specifically because it's in the other room. But I basically got a key and a link and put it in there, and I tested it a while back. Worked like a charm. I hit live, Restream went live, and all the different sites went live. One button will go.
I mean, basically,
I see what you're getting at.
It's like, all right, so the current chain is Zoom to ATEM to StreamYard.
Right.
If you took out StreamYard, it would be Zoom to ATEM to Restream, but Restream right from the ATEM versus with StreamYard, you have to go and actually set it up and on
Right, it
site.
has to be recognized as a driver, basically, right, in order to work. This is not that. Yeah, that's the good news about the ATEM has built-in live stream straight through the ATEM itself. Might be the way to go. It's actually a good idea. Test it that.
Yeah, we can do a test of that.
Yeah, let's plan on a test. I have literally nothing planned tomorrow. I'm not joking. I have nothing at all.
Yeah, maybe we can do, because right now we know it. This works. It's a little janky putting it all together right now.
Nice.
Because yesterday I was like, "What the hell? Why isn't this working?" And so I literally had to make sure I was using the right Thunderbolt cord. It had to be Thunderbolt 3. And I was like, why isn't this working? It was because I was using an old USB C Thunderbolt cord and it wasn't communicating.
Wow.
But I was like, oh, I didn't find that out until I was playing around last night, testing all this other stuff out. Anyway, so, and then the other thing that I don't know why, and I guess we're gonna have to take this thing apart. The DeckLink Duo, it's the DeckLink Duo card is in a Sonnet enclosure box.
Okay.
So that card has 4 SDI inputs that you can connect to, and it also has an additional input thing. So when you close the enclosure, you just look at the box from the back. It looks like you have 5 of the same, IO ports, but it's only really 4, and you can't tell which one isn't the good one. So literally this morning, I got to figure out a better way. I am literally going to each of the ports and connecting it and seeing if anything comes through. So I was like, oh, okay, this morning, it was the third one. Oh, okay, I'll remember that. So I'll go away, come back, figure out it's all set. It didn't work. So I had to, go through. I guess you would think these things would be all set up the same, all the same every time you go in, but no. So I got to figure out if there's a way to do that, because that was really annoying. I don't want to have to come in and play, musical chairs. Musical ports or something,
Oh, it's number 2 today.
Yeah, I don't need that.
24 hours before it goes off.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Well, I mean, it might mean that the DeckLink card itself is not the way to go. Maybe there's some other way. Maybe there's an NDI way to do it that would be better. NDI is really, I played with it with the PTZ camera. I will say that thing is friggin' effective. It's amazing.
Get back into focus, please.
And the tools are free, but there'll be additional things you have to do. Obviously, you probably need an NDI camera, enabled camera. Well, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I have done nothing with NDI.
Well, it depends. I mean, you can get NDI enabled boxes from like Bird Dog and other ones where you can actually enable non-NDI things with it.
Hold on a second. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so at least there's promise.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is Amazon Echo in the beginning.
Well, those office hours dudes have really,
well, that's the thing, which shows you it can be done at that level, which is great. And that's why it's probably worth asking them about their setup and how they do it and stuff like that. That would be great. Find out. To duplicate that or replicate that in some way would be fantastic.
Yeah, because you just so much more capabilities to make this thing literally look and be unique, and graphics coming in and out, and all that.
And we're gonna need that. So as things evolve, we need to have a. It's interesting. I was talking with Esteban yesterday. We did a Zoom call, and he said, "You guys are getting professional." I said, "Well, we're not there yet, but we're trying to get more professional than we've been." right? I said, we're on the way. The testing. I said, this year has been testing, and more testing. Stutz said the same thing. Again, he said, not that picture though. He said Sandra hates that picture.
Why does he have it as his profile pic then?
I don't know, but Sandra hates it. He said, I said, well, we don't want you to get divorced given you have a new kid, so we'll change the picture. But he really liked the idea with the setting sun and the font and the font, sort of the colors of the setting sun. He really liked that. Said, yeah, Brent's been learning Photoshop. I said, he's got this graphic knack, man. He knows how to do it. Knows how to do graphics.
I just know what I like.
Oh yeah, it was really funny. And the other thing, he's kind of brought up the idea of maybe doing it monthly rather than quarterly.
Great.
I told him, look, whatever works for you. He said, we can start monthly and increase it to twice or reduce it to once a quarter. I said, well, let's see how it goes. So he's in though. You know what he loved? When I told him you wouldn't be on the panels, you'd be after the panels. He said, yeah, and then I get to listen to all of them and say what I want to say afterwards with nobody there.
Well, because at the end of the day, that's
that's exactly what it will be too. It will be at the end of the day. And it'll be so funny because he will not have anybody to refute him.
Oh no,
right. So he will launch on everybody who said anything.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
It'll be hilarious and awesome because he's usually right. Right, that's the thing. He's not just funny.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So we had a really good talk, a couple of hours straight.
Good.
Had a lot of health issues.
Oh, really?
We had a massive sinus infection last week.
Wow.
On the antibiotics now. He feels better though. It's funny, I've never seen him. He looked slimmer, obviously, because he's had so many health issues. He lost weight, but he was wearing a black T-shirt, which I've never seen before.
Really?
Yeah, he's just a straight black T-shirt. The only thing he had.
Wow.
That I could see, which I've never seen him look like before. But it was a really good talk. Though. We had a really great discussion.
Oh, by the way, we're still live.
I know. Okay.
To make sure, because I almost forgot.
Well, I actually remembered, but I'm not saying anything that was, dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm just giving people hints of what Bob Stutz is going to bring to PPN.
Yeah. All right. Well, I consider this a positive test.
Yeah, no, me too. It's a start. We know it can do things. So we saw a few things it can do. So now the question is, how do we eliminate latency, synchronize windows and sound, and do overlays?
Yeah.
And graphics stuff.
Yeah,
right.
One of the cool things too with this, now that StreamYard does local recording, you can actually record this and get a good recording of it too.
Which is great.
Yeah, without having...
Well, actually, though, we've got to test it through Restream. I wonder if Restream does local recording. They may, actually. I have to just look.
Yeah.
I happen to really like Restream. I've used it multiple times, and it does not fail me. I've used it on the M2. I've used it, I've used it through the ATEM. Every time I test it with a custom RTMP feed built into whatever device I'm testing it with, it works. And it works perfectly. Streams to everything I have Restream set up to do. So, and again, push of a button. So I like Restream. I mean, until StreamYard gets there, I'm only 80% sold on StreamYard. It just happens to be the easiest of all of them to use.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It was very easy to get going with it. But now it's like, okay, the limitations are, you just can't control the look as much as you like.
Can't control the look. It, again, doesn't do custom RTMP. And so, and that is to me, that's a giant limitation.
Does Restream aggregate the comments?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, it does. Yeah, Restream does pretty much almost the same. It's just it actually probably all in all does more, but it's a more difficult interface too. It's not hard. It's not like it's hard. It's just harder than StreamYard. Like for people who are just doing shows for the first time, like if we train people from our other shows on something, it's probably best to do it on StreamYard for now. But there's no reason in effect for us also not to stream on Restream either. Restream is perfectly I mean, it's excellent for that. And you can do overlay. You can do a lot of, there's actually probably more graphic control on Restream. Take a look at it. Just dig into, go into Restream. You know, you got to sub. Just go into Restream Studio and muck around. You'll see a lot. I do that a fair amount. And they're always adding stuff, just like, you know, we actually probably more frequently than StreamYard is. Again, StreamYard, ease of use, they win big time. But beyond that, StreamYard probably wins almost every other way.
I was thinking about, you know, that guy, John Barker. He does here to record.
Oh yeah, I know them. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think they were running a special on, you know, their graphics thing. I might check that out. Yeah, I might check that out.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Hey, again, time to experiment. 2022.
Yeah, you really got to have things that make it as much automated as possible to do a lot of this stuff, because you can. I mean, you can do it, but you don't want to have to push like 1,000 buttons or.
No.
You want to be able to have this stuff quick.
It's one of the problems I have with what's his name? David Joseph, the guy who does all the Stream Deck stuff, companion stuff, and
yeah, David Joshua.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
it's not that he doesn't do brilliant stuff, but you know, you look at his Stream Deck A10 Mini Extreme stuff. There's like 10,000 pages.
I don't want
right. It's like I can't even handle it. Now that said, I use from Slide FX. I use their controls for DaVinci Resolve and Final Cut Pro. I don't use the Premiere Pro ones that much, but when I'm in there, they're really good. And I don't use all of them because I don't know the programs well enough to do that. But I use the ones some of the ones they provide, and it's extremely quick and helpful for the workflow, which combined, you know, the menus and the Stream Deck. I really like those. They're not that they're simple, but they're not. You can figure they're much easier to run through. David Joseph Joshua Ford, David TJF.
Yeah, photo David Joshua.
Yeah, photo David Joshua. The photo David Joseph Joshua Ford Theater. So it's just too complicated. I looked at it, and they're not cheap either, man. He's got a sale going on for the Stream Deck for A10 Mini ISO Extreme, and the sale is $104.
Really?
For the controls. The payment I make, usually I get a discount on the Slide FX ones. They cost me like $30.
Wow.
Not $104. His are $139.95 each. I mean, he does a lot of work to his credit, and he's done a good job. It's just too complicated. Anyway.
All right.
Well, I'm going to go put a needle in a cat so we can keep her going another day.
All righty. Well,
I will blab with you later. Are you going to go to NCZ in 20 minutes?
What's the point? I'm not even going to watch.
Really?
What's the point? They're going to get killed. I ain't watching.
They got a new quarterback for now. Maybe he's good.
Yeah. Okay. They're playing Kansas City.
Oh well, that's I guess.
There's no point in me watching that.
Yeah. Well, I'm the Giants are on the decline now, but I'm still going to watch them just for. I like everything that's happening. They're at least entertaining. A better year than we've had in years, even if we end up 7-10.
Yeah, well, they're not. They already played, so you don't. They're.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about this week. I'm just talking about generally for the rest of the season. We're clearly now up against a schedule that we're going to be losing with, right? So I don't have, with no wide receivers, I have no faith, right? So, I mean, Barkley can only do so much without having wide receivers around. So, and they figured him out. So we'll see how it goes. All right.
All right, Ed. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. And thank you, Alan, Amani, and Sven.
Yeah, and Sven is always there.
Appreciate you guys. Bye.